Am I back? I don't know. I think I am. Looks like maybe. Judge can see me. Am I moving? I'm back. It lost connection to the server again. And I had to move to Florida. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but it's I'm already cranky because of this game. I don't need OBS fucking it too.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
But they weren't
Maybe
that.
We shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place.
Exactly.
After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description.
Dangan Ronpa 2 has a lot smarter characters according to most people. Oh, maybe eventually I'll get around to playing that.
All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier. If I
She was a
remember
soldier.
correctly, that other information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
So that means Kyoko got it wrong?
Or she purposely misled us.
Who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikusaba? She's been gone this whole time, and when she finally turns up, she gets killed.
She was Nick
Usually
Mysterio.
when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
That's true.
So you're saying she wasn't an important character?
That's what it seems like right now.
Which would mean she was the same as us. Just another participant.
That's what it seems like.
Who's the real mastermind?
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
How do you know that?
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
This is true.
My information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost.
We're working on it, you
Please limit all
interrupting
future
bitch.
prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
But we have to figure... You're a terrible judge.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this. No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
All right. Does that mean if she stays a mystery this whole time, we get all your money?
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation. Now then, just so nobody's confused, let me state this one more time for the record. The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place. Hammer that point straight into your big ol' brains!
Who's got a big old brain? We've all got tiny little baby brains.
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Obviously. When has that ever been in question?
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Wait, no! There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all along!
Nope! There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
Seriously? Then one of us killed Mukuro?
Obviously.
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
Huh?
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
I got it! You've narrowed it down to Kyoko and me, right?
Yeah, like he told you.
Why do you say that?
Allow me to explain.
Oh, Neon Raid. Why aren't my alerts going off? Where's my raid alert? Why? What's up, Neon? How is your stream? Why is my OBS? What the fuck? All right, hang on. This is gonna piss me off if it doesn't go off because I like my raid alert. Where's my mouse? There it is. Raid! Raid Shadow Legends. Raid Cockroach Killer. What's up, Raid? Raiders? Neon? I'm annoyed my alert didn't go off because it's fun and I'm proud of it. I don't care. I don't Streamlabs, please. Where's my alert? Why isn't it playing? Raiders of the Lost Farts. I get it. There. Pretend that said neon. You're rushing to finish this now. You're hoping to chill and watch my run through, but now you're trying to get it done before me. I'll probably finish it tonight. Not if I keep having technical difficulties. OBS broke twice, and now my alerts broke. It's just not bleh.
At that point, there was no dead body there.
Right, but we know what time it happened.
The murder must have taken place after I left the garden.
Obviously. Did you get angry at everyone in this game? All of the characters are pissing me off. Well, Hina's not infuriating. She's just dumb.
The gym?
That's right. The four of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma.
Tech issues, yeah.
The whole time we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs.
You had a pee partner.
All of which is to say, the four of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis
are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the
Kyoko
list of
Hart.
suspects.
I'm gonna ruin her for you, or make her better. Her hair looks like a butt.
Exactly so.
Hero is dumber than a brick. Hero is enraging. I want Taka back instead of Hero, and I hate Taka.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
You ain't got no alibi. I don't know the rest of the song.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Objection!
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
You're a clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at, well, It was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Obviously.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was.
If he wants
between
anyone
when
but Hifumi over
he found the
Hero,
body.
this is true. But I was trying to make a bargain for someone else I hated, but which is why I went with Taka. But anyone else, bring Junko back. She didn't get to do anything.
Oh, but what time did we find the body?
The one who
9
saw the
o'clock.
body first was Toko, right? And she went to go get the
Taka just felt like he got killed and brushed aside so fast with Hifumi, stealing his deathlight. Yeah, but I was happy to see both of them go. I didn't like either of them. Up until chapter 5, Hero was at least funny. Now he's just pissing me off.
I got it! The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m.
Right, yes. Why are we flashing back? We get it. We were all there. Except Kyoko,
He's
but
right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
and we can narrow it down further.
I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? That was around. Oh yeah, right around 7:30. I remember checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
Okay.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m.
You ain't
don't
got
have an
no alibi. It doesn't matter though. The murder happened after 7:30. Just fucking sprinklers. Sprinklers.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
And Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
But it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
From 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think. So Makoto, if you have any...
Okay, I guess I'm doing this shooting 7:30.
We've established a time frame. It took place somewhere between 9 o'clock.
Right, we get it. We get it. We get it.
To 7:30.
Oh, nope, wrong button. Really? Really? You wish the whole game was fully VA. That means more money, but just get it done would really make a huge difference. Outside of trials.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock.
Sprinklers.
No, that's wrong. Actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock. It had to have taken place
Actually.
way later.
Actually.
And what makes you say that?
Because of the sprinklers in the garden.
Sprinklers.
The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right?
Yeah.
So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been completely soaked.
Oh, hold on. I remember this part perfectly.
Do you? Are you going to be useful?
The body was wet. Dripping wet,
Yep.
in fact.
After we dumped water on it.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? How?
You're an idiot.
You saying only the mouth down south was wet? How dare you spew such indecent words?
Shut the fuck up, Toko. This is a murder trial. Now is not the time for sex jokes.
No, I'm saying that the body was wet, but not because of the sprinklers.
Gotta watch anime after you're done in Discord? Hell yeah.
What do you mean? By denying the sprinkler.
Everyone is
Tried
horny
to
and
deny
pent
my
up.
entire existence.
These are teenagers.
Man, you're
Except for
totally
him.
wacko.
He's just a 22-year-old high school student. He's just an idiot.
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler, you'd better tell us why.
We fucking dumped water on it.
I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything! Hold on! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything! Hold on! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything! Hold on! How can you say it wasn't the sprinklers?
Should prove it.
Skabushki. Dance break. Time for impromptu DDR. Breakdance battle.
Just remember what the body was like.
Like Monokuma
after the
joke about
explosion,
avoiding the
and
censor
you'll
laws.
see why it wasn't the sprinklers.
Oh. It's just weird that he's talking about like 14-year-olds. Oh, my butt hurts. Sitting down too long. I need to figure out a way where I can stand up and still stream. Stand up, sit down, change it around. See Neon Coffee knows how to reload. Sometimes I forget to, but I know how. Last stream when I did this, I forgot what button it was and accidentally turned on the hyper fever mode. Hate that mini game. It's the best in trial mini game though.
Yes.
Better than goddamn Hangman.
If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal maniac!
Shut the fuck up, Toko.
I'm so sick of her.
Oh, I don't. Me too, Hina. Me too. I mean, if you asked me to tell you which button started fever mode, I would have no idea. Control or space. The only reason I remembered the reload button is because I remembered forgetting what it was last time and going, okay, it's tab. It's definitely tab.
Let's just move on.
Please, yes.
The reason only the top half was wet was because
apparently water
while the
doesn't
body was
splash
still
in
on
this
fire,
universe.
I doused it with water, but only the part on fire, the top half.
Oh, then I guess the sprinklers really didn't.
Kyoko is the best character left of this group. Yeah, but she's probably the murderer here. Unless
So
it's
if the
another
sprinklers didn't
suicide.
get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Or it could be Byakuya.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from
I ain't got
10
no
o'clock
alibi.
to 7:30 this morning, right?
So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
In which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
She ain't got no alibi. All right, I'm just gonna look up what song that is because that's the only line I can remember. I don't even know what that's from. Oh. That's the rest of that song. Mukuro's killer is Kyoko.
I'd just like to say one
Kyoko
thing.
did a murder. The butt on her head took control of her body and made her
If you
stab a
vote for me
bitch.
and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever.
Okay, but if you didn't do it and we vote for you, if you did do it and we don't vote for you, we all die here anyways.
Which is why I can't let that happen.
All right, so who did it?
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone.
Self-defense is a reason.
This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
Okay.
A trap?
No, Chihiro's dead already.
We're this far into the game, and now you
We've
decide
been
to
blaming
blame
you
me?
every go around, and you've been saying, nope, can't do it. It's against the rules.
Stop wasting time. Stop wasting energy. You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Oh,
Shut up, you.
You got it, boss. Shutting up now.
good.
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Did she?
Huh? She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything.
That's true.
So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko? But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all. And as a result, we were forced into another trial. Something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
So, that was her motive?
It's certainly a possible motive.
She had a motive and no alibi. Well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
Objection, conjecture.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
How's that?
Huh?
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
There was a clean tarp.
What are you...
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided
You missed
being
Celeste,
wet.
the mate. Celeste was a pretty great character, too. I liked Celeste.
Interesting. I'm listening.
All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
I'm still sad Junko didn't get more screen time. She didn't get to do a damn thing. The tarp.
I got it! You're talking about the tarp, aren't you?
Tarp backwards is Pratt, which is what all of you are.
You catch on quick. You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water. In fact, that's exactly what the killer did.
Crazy Celeste gone too soon. I mean, she was here for half the game. But my biggest question is still, where'd the chicken go? I don't care about the murder. We got to make sure the fifth chicken is okay.
The dirt
Where's the
pattern on
chicken?
tarp can attest to that. Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water.
See, I would have guessed that only one side of the tarp was dirty because the other side got rinsed off with the water.
The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean.
Wouldn't that put blood on it, though? Someone didn't think this through.
This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
To throw off suspicion.
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually
It was
took
the
place.
chicken all along. The chicken with the Bowie knife in the conservatory. Is a conservatory a garden? Hey, Google. What's a conservatory?
According to Wikipedia, a conservatory is a building or room having glass or other transparent roofing and walls, used as a greenhouse or a sunroom.
I got it right.
Space attached to a conventional building such as a house, especially in the United Kingdom.
I used the word properly.
In other words, to create
I'm
an
not a
excuse
complete
exactly
dumbass.
like the one Makoto just gave us.
Oh. Dun dun dun. Why did the chicken cross the road? To kill Celeste, you dumbass. Why would Kyoko say that? Because she thinks you are the killer. Tarp. tarp must have touched the body. But the body had blood all over it.
Wait, something's not right.
And what might that be?
There was no blood on the tarp. The body was bloody. Why do I have... Well, just say it. Okay.
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
Yes.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
Right.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
Excuse you.
No, it's wrong.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Actually,
Hero can
one
only
side
count
being
to
clean
4.
is pretty strange if you think about it.
Kyoko really tries to take you down in this trial. Well, with all the evidence she has, she probably thinks it was me, unless she's the one who did it.
Because the blood wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right? Yakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
This is true.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they'd used it.
And why only wash one half of
If they
it?
had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, true.
Don't talk, Hero. You're not helpful.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage?
Well, like a lizard?
What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
Okay, so where'd they get the blood?
You mean someone else's blood?
I guess we do still have a lot of blood in the nurse's office.
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office. That's what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
No, that's not what happened this time.
It would be pretty lazy to do the same thing twice.
The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
Chicken! Missing chicken! No!
I got it!
Well, we found out where the chicken went.
Chicken blood?
Let's break it to him slow.
What? Chicken blood?
Not the cock!
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens. But after the
Did
murder,
it at least
there
get
were only
fried
4.
and basted and dipped in honey mustard?
So you're saying someone killed a chicken and then covered the body with its blood?
How could you do that to the poor chicken?
Man, that's messed up.
Unless you ate it afterwards, then it's okay.
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have
See,
at least
Hina
eaten
gets it.
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around. Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
Oishi KFC.
Perhaps, but even so, there's
So
one thing that
Ishi.
still doesn't make sense.
What's
You
that?
said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right?
Apparently.
If that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around
That's the real
body.
mystery of this trial, wondering what happened to the chicken body and where it was hid. Yeah, did they at least make dinner? Come on. Or
But
breakfast?
that's not what we
It was
saw.
apparently in the
Only
morning,
victim's
chicken and
clothing
waffles?
had blood on it. The ground was completely clean.
I have to agree.
Fuck,
that
I'm
certainly
talking about
was
food. I'm
strange.
starving now.
Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
They covered it beforehand?
This, your objection conjecture. Where's
When
the
you
evidence?
discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
No, they put it on backwards.
I think so.
Shut up, Makoto. You don't know what you're talking about.
Wait, no. The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
Then that settles it.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up. What
Hifumi came out of hiding? Fumi's dead.
Here's what happened. The murder took place
And
before
the
sprinklers
universe
went
is a
off.
better place for it. Murder took place before the
But
sprinklers.
The body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp.
Okay.
Then, later, at the same time
Eat
the killer
chicken.
was
Oh.
gathering up the tarp,
I guess he was technically the only one who ever actually cooked anything. If you can call making a latte cooking.
they pulled the coat over the body. The coat they'd already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred. They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
Okay.
If that's actually what took place. it
Objection,
certainly becomes
conjecture. Where's the
possible that
evidence?
Murder happened earlier.
But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
None of you were around there.
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body.
Hey, thank you for the follow.
They'd be done in no time.
Maybe. But still.
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Technically.
Oh no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
You were getting food. How did that...
Then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
That's not...
It was me, guys. It was me all along, Austin.
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
New game.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
She's gonna get us all killed unless I did it in a fever dream.
Well then, it looks like we're back to square one. Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
Yeah, she didn't really get any suspicion off of her.
Serious, man? Which one of them did it?
Still don't believe she's dead. Was way too easy. Who's dead? Take away your hunger pains. I want to take away mine first. I'm starving now. Talking about food too much.
Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin. 50-50 odds.
That's how I've been gambling this entire time.
Oh!
See? Pretty good idea, right?
Read comment above. Oh, actually thought the body was Junko's at first due to the heels and nails. See, I also had that thought. But then I thought about it a little bit more and I'm like, that really wouldn't, that wouldn't make sense based on how the game works. So that's, never mind, dumb thought. But yeah, I agree that she didn't get to do anything. We should have had more Junko time.
No, not that. I just remembered something super serious.
Super cereal.
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
Come on, yeah, you gotta keep saying you have something to say and just say it.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
Yeah, my Bowie knife.
The one we found stuck in the body before it exploded, right?
Yeah, my Bowie knife.
According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back.
Talk about some deep penetration.
So, what about it?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before.
We know.
That's what I thought when I...
Yes, we know. Yes, we know. It's my knife.
It's the knife we gave to Makoto?
Gave, obviously.
You don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier.
Yeah,
Then why did you hide that fact?
it's not that I hid it.
It never came up.
Suspicious. Very suspicious
You're real
indeed.
sus, Makoto. Sussy Baka.
The knife we found stuck in the body came from Makoto.
Make it sound like I gave birth to it.
Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
You gotta... Shut up, hero. You're not helpful.
we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
Yes, this is true.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
You're not helpful, Hero.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
I mean, kinda.
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question. You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
The knife we found lodged. It's the same one. It really is, isn't it?
If he did have that seals it. Just because that automatically makes me the killer.
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her.
No.
We don't know that. Jill is annoying. What, genocide Jill?
Wait, hold on.
She's the most
The stab
tolerable
wound
version
isn't
of
what killed
Toko.
Mukuro.
She's at least fun.
That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
Lies! We never talked about what killed her.
No, don't you remember?
Hero, you're a fucking idiot.
Killer covered the dead body with the
How did
tarp
you get into
and
a
then put the
gifted
bloody
school?
coat on it, right? In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Okay, fine. So what?
So, when we discovered the body, the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body.
Harley Quinn on powder? Yeah, a little bit.
Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Hey, thank you for the sub, Neon. Appreciate it. Thank you for celebrating Do a Grouch a Favor Day 1 day late.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to cover it up.
No.
I got it! The Monokuma file clearly states that there was only one stab wound.
One.
Yeah, it sure did. Totally forgot about that.
Hero, you're not helpful.
Knife was just another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer. They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her.
Yeah.
Exploding the body afterward was probably meant to do the
Ah,
same thing.
boo.
The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to
Coco
know
got
what
so
really killed her.
high.
It was all the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward. They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
That's literally what I just said.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kind of goes back to the beginning.
She believed she could fly. She believed wrong. She fell down very hard.
What's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden like that?
If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
They had a Monokuma bomb.
Just tell me.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic level spontaneous combustion.
Hero, never talk again.
I might be dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell her or we won't make any headway on
See,
this.
you don't know either. You're making me do all the work. I guess it is this one.
I got it! After the explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right? That
Yeah.
fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
It was a bomb.
You know, I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
That's only natural. Because, of course,
Because you have.
we saw the same thing when we dismantled Monokuma. It's part of a bomb.
Oh, look at the boob shot on Hina.
Oh,
Them double
and the
bombs.
explosion was because
culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute.
Has it?
They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto.
Right.
And the only one who would benefit from that is the only other possible suspect. You, Kyoko.
This is true.
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
That's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
Fine. I have no problem with that. Let us
Oh shit, it
continue
was
the debate.
Byakuya, wasn't it?
It won't change the facts of the case regardless.
Are we doing more Hangman? Or... Oh. No.
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Right.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
Right.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right?
Right.
And then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Oh, it was that last one.
Then, shall we continue the debate?
The victim's fatal.
The explosion didn't kill.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't.
I'm going to get this wrong.
That's gotta be it. There was evidence.
And more than that, the victim had suffered
Countless wounds across her entire body.
Okay. Yes, those were days old.
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well, yeah. She was.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to... That's gotta be it.
There was evidence that showed she was hit on
No?
the back of her head.
Okay.
Shoot!
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally...
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that,
The victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury
Has yet to be determined.
Okay. As of just a very convoluted way of getting to the same point I was trying to make.
Died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
What about the wounds all over the rest of her body? They didn't have anything to do with it?
File literally says they were days
The
old.
Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Hero, you're not helpful.
Then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
But then, what was the murder weapon? The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object, about as thick as a metal pipe.
Right?
Oh, I bet it was the pickaxe.
No.
How is that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
You're not
No
being
way.
helpful.
The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power. I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
Your face and tone of voice makes it sound like you're coming on to him, but that was absolutely a murder threat.
I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground, and spit on it.
So why haven't you yet? Do it.
I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same page this time.
Seriously?
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
We already know? I knew we could
to count on you, Master.
Shut up, Toko.
What was it?
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto. Surely you've deduced the real murder weapon?
You don't know either, Byakuya.
I got it!
Toko needs to fall down a well already. Yes, please.
And that's what killed him.
If you had a pound for every time I say, Hero, you're not helpful, you'd have KFC money. If only.
And that something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in
Not
the
just
dojo.
one of them, all of them taped together to make a shape like a pipe.
Arrow. That's what the culprit attacked Mukuro with?
Indeed.
Several of
There's
them.
no...
Are you sure?
All at once.
That sounds kind of weird.
You're kind of weird.
Hey! How dare you
What about Jack? She will leap back out of the well. Toko, stop talking. Byakuya never gave you permission to speak.
I'm not back talking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
One more secret. Secret. Tell no one. Okay.
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right?
Right.
I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Okay.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right?
Right.
It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
No, that's wrong.
Called it. You can't blame Hero. Not all the cooks are in the kitchen in that one.
That's why the killer used another
Spent it all. Killed all the other cooks on having brewskis with teenagers. Nuke it from orbit. Only way to be sure. Take out everyone else in this room with her.
Another weapon?
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled up wad of duct tape.
With blood on it.
The killer probably uses duct tape to bind multiple arrows together. Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks.
Okay.
One stick is weak, but put them together and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
Damn, that's harsh.
You're hard.
How is it harsh? Are you even listening?
Coco's got tiny hands. Her hands are so little. Such tiny little baby hands.
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon. As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker...
Jacques, it was you.
It was you, Kyoko.
I've never been to the dojo.
Oh no, you absolutely have.
How can you say that with such confidence?
Because we have proof, of course. Don't we, Makoto? What's the matter? Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer.
No, but she couldn't have put it in her
What will
room.
happen if you do, don't you? If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to.
What's worse than being murdered by Jack? Murdered by baby hand Jack. With those tiny hands. It's just, it makes you uncomfortable while you're being murdered. Feels like tiny spiders all over you.
The death of us all, remember?
Of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
I have evidence that proves that you did. It must be connected to the dojo locker. No shit. Stop treating me like I'm a child. This is a murder game.
One thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is...
No, being murdered by Hero is worse. He wouldn't even be able to figure out how. It would try to hit you in the foot and go, why didn't that kill you? The spirits told me that the foot was the weak spot, was your weak spot. Just like Achilles, right?
Right here.
He wouldn't know who Achilles was. That means he outsmarted you. That's fair.
And how does that prove anything?
Because I found it in your room.
But she couldn't go into her room.
It was in my room?
But she couldn't go into her room.
Trying to play dumb. That key is just the final piece of the puzzle.
That proves it was you.
Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime. This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
Actually, she can.
Hold on a second.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
No, it's not that I want to defend her. It's
Kyoko
just,
has the master key. She can go anywhere.
There's one more thing I need to ask her. Kyoko, I want you to tell me something. Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there? That's what I need to know.
I was just protecting you.
What?
From Nick Mysterio?
That's enough. The time for idle chatter is
The
over.
Holy
The
Ghost.
verdict is close at hand.
Kyoko is Jesus.
Wait, I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
She couldn't get into.
I knew you were
Can I
stubborn, but
just?
this is just
Can I interrupt,
getting
please?
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it.
There you
Can
go.
you tell me I'm wrong?
I should know.
Yes, you should. Jacques.
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer.
Right.
You should understand that more than anyone here.
Right.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me.
He would though, because he's an asshole.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But could I really have done that?
No.
Those words you just spoke.
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone.
Byakuya,
What are you? Master would never hide something from me.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit.
Skabushki.
No, it's wrong.
Right. Objection.
If I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room.
Exactly.
Why not?
You were there for this.
Because she had given her room key to Byakuya.
I see. So that's
Jacques. Again. For the third time. Fourth? How many times have I said
had
that?
the key to your room.
Then obviously I had no way of getting in. Without my
Fucking
room
hell, I'm
key,
hungry.
I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself. Am I wrong?
It would appear not.
Then you're finally starting to understand.
Byakuya did it. Wait, was there? Okay. Oh, wait, hang on. What? Wait. Run away! Well, we have to, or else we all die.
There was a lie hidden within Kyoko's statement just now.
A lie?
Isn't that right, Kyoko?
You said it. The burden of proof is on you. So let's hear it. Where's this lie, then?
I don't know.
I didn't have the key to my room because I'd given it to Byakuya.
Right.
There's no doubt about that, right?
Right.
Correct.
So I couldn't possibly have gotten into my room.
Then, when we searched Kyoko's room, how else could the key have gotten there?
Someone other than me must have put it there. That's the only explanation.
I don't know what's incorrect. She had the master
I didn't
key.
have the key to my room because I'd given it to Byakuya. There's no doubt about that, right?
You are correct.
So I couldn't possibly have gotten into my room.
No, that's wrong.
Okay.
No. Kyoko could have gotten into her room.
Wait, did you choose the other option, Neon?
You said so yourself, didn't you, Kyoko?
Wait, it actually lets you make a choice? You can choose to keep it to yourself? Last time I tried to do that, the game said, no, I have to do the thing. And it wouldn't let me make a choice. Last time I tried to make a choice in this game, Makoto just said, no, but I have to. And then it brought me back to the choice screen. The choice didn't matter. I assumed this was different, or this was the same. Hang on, I got the bad ending? There's different endings? Well, I guess that's what multiple save files are for.
Monokuma's secret tool?
His dick.
Kyoko stole it from the headmaster's room. Which means she could have used it to get into her own room.
Then I guess that's it.
You're giving up just like that? You admit to killing...
No, I'm simply recognizing that I lost.
What are you talking about?
Like I said, this was a trap, and I wasn't able to escape it. So I lost. That's all this means.
You, Kyoko, you really aren't the killer?
Okay, time's up! Huh? I'm sorry to say, but your time is up! All
What did I do?
finished.
What have I done?
The class trial is all over.
But that's ridiculous! Since when is there any...
It's because you were late, so the trial started late and time ran out. So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you. But I guess we already know who the blackened is, don't
There's
we?
different endings. Hoo. Wait, so we all die? Is this the end of the game? Because we all die? Because it wasn't Kyoko? Her hair looks significantly less like a butt in that shot. Hoo. You got it right?
Now then,
What?
I prepared a very special punishment.
What's going on? The trial was rigged, apparently.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
Kyoko has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Democracy at its finest. We don't need no education. We don't need no thought control. No dark sarcasm in the classroom. Teachers, leave those kids alone. Hey, teacher, leave those kids alone. All in all, you're just another brick in the wall. Wow, sex education. Right before you die from that bear. Gross. All in all, you're just another brick in the wall. Bye, Kyoko. So does the game keep going now? That's how the class trial of Mukuro Ikusaba came to an end. Truth was lost forever. That was the end of Mukuro's class trial. And in the end, it doesn't even matter. There was never a single murder at Hope's Peak ever again. We had obtained peace. Wow, that's some bullshit. What? Oh, I hate this. This is gross. This is terrible. Oh, God.
No, this isn't right.
Huh?
Makoto, why are you staring off into space? Don't you have a rebuttal for Kyoko's claim?
Her claim? Wow. Thanks, game, for giving me no choice in the matter at all, actually. You gave me hope that something I chose actually fucking mattered. But no. I don't even have to reload the save. I thought it would roll credits and I'd be like, okay, let's see what the other ending is. But this game pisses me off at every turn. Click run away for laughs. I guess I have to now. No, running away isn't going to solve anything. See, that's what I thought would happen. In the end, it doesn't even matter. Oh.
Well, does no one have a rebuttal?
No, it was you.
Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact? I see. So you still refuse to accept it.
Accept what?
I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room. That it was someone else.
It was you.
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
You! What are you trying to imply?
But of course, I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time.
How'd I get in her room,
Couldn't
though?
possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
There's only one other possibility I can think of. Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
Oh.
It had to be Makoto, right?
I don't see any other option.
Am I gonna sing another brick in the wall again? Would you like to do the trial over again with the same motions until to make the choice again? That is what I would prefer, yes. I would prefer my choices made to actually matter.
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong. Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Huh? A hidden side?
A secret tunnel.
There's something off about this entire
Because
trial.
if the
You
game
won't
is
see
going
it,
to
don't
give me
you?
choices, the joke answers are fine. Those can just have a little text blurb, like "run away" or "it was Steve and Gary in the locker rooms," or what. There've been a few joke answers. Those can have a little text blurb. That's fine. But when the choice seems to matter for the story, I want my choices to matter for the story. That's what save files are for. To go back and see what you could do differently. But I can't. This game takes away my ability to do anything differently. And it's frustrating. Because why even give me the choice at all? This game takes away my choice at every opportunity it possibly can. Until it just decides, hey, pick an option. And then I still can't pick an option. My biggest complaint about this game is that I feel like I have no input. And for a murder mystery, where the whole thing is for me to try to figure it out, piece it together, it's either holding my hand or not letting me do anything. And it's why I want to go play Phoenix Wright after this. Because I feel like Phoenix Wright, I don't think they did it perfectly, but they did it a hell of a lot better than this. Kind of gutted there. Felt really interested in how Act 6 was going to turn out without Kyoko. Bit of a cop-out. A cop-out. That's exactly it. Hina got a harem in the bad ending. Good for her. Ugh. But do you really want to be with the same person who let Hiro fuck them? Is Hiro. Ugh.
Mukuro,
We don't
who
need
didn't even
more
know existed,
heroes
suddenly
going
shows
around.
up dead, and then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said it's a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be.
Okay, time's up!
Time's up.
Time's up! Class trial's all over! Everyone can stop talking now!
Everybody shut up. Monokuma has an erection.
Time's up?
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
I can be your hero, baby. All right. Oh, gross.
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time. So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you.
Voting time?
Voting time, voting time. Now it is the voting time. Same joke as usual. Call me the Fonz because I got an A. How did Toko Jack die in the bad ending? Suicide after Byakuya had a baby with Hina, probably. I got so many gambling tokens.
Now, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make
Blackened
the right
in the-
choice? Hey, hold on! What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Most likely. It was me, Austin. It was me all along, Austin. What? I'm the killer.
Sorry.
Grr. I didn't do it.
Yep.
They got it right.
Hey.
Since
Shing. Thrills, chills, kick.
why do I grr?
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
Well, I guess I have been saying that Makoto should be the biggest target for the murderer to kill since the beginning of the game. This is just a convoluted way of getting there. Oh, yep, it's just another brick in the wall again. We don't need no education. I'm not gonna sing the song again. I don't need to do the same bit twice in a row. Smash! Smash! His eyes look weird. Oh, he's blushing. He's having sex education. Sulk smash. Oh shit. Hi. Hello. Why didn't you help Kyoko? He's gonna land on his head and still die anyways. Oh, whoa, what? What's going on here?
This is...
Stupid virus from that stupid computer program person? Why didn't they help Kyoko?
It seems...
What the heck?
In other words...
This is where you check out and where the last chapter begins. Good luck. All right. Have a good night, Neon. Thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. And the sub. Hell yeah. The virus is gone now. And so is Makoto. They're never going to see him again. In a garbage pit. Probably landed on his head and just brains smushed all over the trash. Hoo-hoo. Hoo-hoo-hoo. Hoo-hoo. Poo-hoo. 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 Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Is he gone? What's the meaning of this? What's going on
down.
here?
In other words...
What did you
How?
say?
How though?
So...
No spoilers for tomorrow's. I'm probably going to end once this chapter ends. So you should be good because I'm starving and it's almost 7. I'll be back on with this to finish it off tomorrow though. Trial, chapter, same thing. School stands at the center of the world. Hope's Peak Academy. Top students. Yeah, right. Okay. The cream rises to the top. Hope. Yes. Right. We went over this at the beginning. New game. Why am I back in the classroom? How'd I get here? Waffle House, what? Where am I? Ghost House. Oh shit, am I outside? A dream inside a nightmare. It was all a dream. Underground garbage. Here's Coffee and Hero got along super well in the bad ending by having a child with the same woman. Ugh. And they all looked like baby boys too. So if the kids want kids, they're gonna have to be motherfuckers. Survival. All right, we got trash. An airplane. Oh, why was that blocked? Think all were boys, so Hina will have 5 on the go. Ugh. Why was that blocked? Twitch auto mod makes no sense. This is a desk. This is a barrel, a rocket, and a tank. All right, I guess I'm gonna go look at the door. Use the tank. There's rotten food here. Some water. Not enough because I'm still alive. I'll never give up. Use the tank. What fell? This is when we find out this game was developed in Texas. Trash. I'm the trash man. I go into the ring and I throw trash everywhere. All right, so let's take a look at the trash.
Just a second.
Excuse you?
Awful.
You got a little something there in your butt. Why are you trash?
Indeed. So...
Okay, but why are you trash?
Hey.
This chapter has come to an end in a sec. All right. Good night, Neon. Hey, food. Now, I need food as soon as the chapter ends and I can save.
Hmm?
All right. Anything else? No, nothing new. What do you have to say? Why are you here? To pay a debt, to atone.
You... Indeed.
Oh, I'm so hungry. When will the chapter end? You did do that. Fuck you. She did, though, Makoto. Don't try to make her feel better.
However...
A reason. What's that?
It's true. In other words,
Do what you came to this school to do, which is what? Which is, come on.
indeed. I
Forgot what it was. Okay. We just went over that.
Makoto.
We got drugged.
That's right. It would seem
I'd forgotten.
Hey,
It's the blah, blah, blah.
indeed.
The work of the drugs. Just stole them. Memories. Gotta get back the memories.
Why is that?
The mastermind is one of us.
Correct.
One of us. It is a possibility.
However,
Drugs are bad, okay? Except the good ones. Those are good, though. But why me? I was the least likely to be the mastermind because I'm the only one who's apparently not special, but I'm also one of the smartest person here.
I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
Okay, but why? Ghost house.
listen. Hey. Correct.
All right. Okay.
So,
Which is what? The ultimate detective. Okay.
Correct.
Then why have I been doing all the work? Oh my god, so much exposition. Okay, dear old dad.
In other words,
Oh, all right. That's why she got so angry.
So,
That explains that. Whole purpose of coming here. Headmaster wasn't the mastermind based on what is seen. What was in there? Someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there.
it's true.
Second floor dorms. Why there?
Indeed.
It's the map. 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 Private headmaster's
Correct.
room.
However,
More horrific. Waffle House. What do you mean?
so,
All right. Just finish the goddamn conversation, please. What was going on? Oh, the murder.
however. Anyway,
The mastermind is directly involved. He broke the rules.
indeed. Correct.
That was the point. School
That's right.
regulations.
In other words,
They tried to use the class trial to do it.
hey,
What's that? What you got? Oh yeah, it could have been me. It should have been me
indeed.
when I was dying. died in Nick's arms that night. The footsteps of the god. What the fuck does that mean?
Anyway.
Oh.
Correct. However.
That led to murder.
Correct.
Oh my god, it just doesn't end.
Indeed.
Mastermind can kill whoever if they feel like it. That breaks the rules.
Correct.
Everything is wrong.
In other words, Makoto.
The other ultimate despair.
Indeed.
What?
That's right.
The biggest, most awful of this no good, terrible, awful, horribly bad day. A tragedy.
It would seem.
Okay.
Indeed.
The root of all evil that forced us here. Okay. Okay. Are we done? That title really made it sound like a Hina problem. There's still 6 of us. Thanks for the stream. Heading off. All right. Have a good night. I got a dildo. Save data. Yes. I don't need to save that one like I thought I would. Okay, and with that, since we've saved and I can just pick up here next time, that's gonna be the end of it, because I want food. I want food so bad. It was fun stream when OBS was working. Yep. I'm not sure how I'm gonna put this all together for the YouTube archive. Probably gonna have to go up in 4 parts. But Quartz, Serena, if Chris hasn't hopped off yet, anyone else who may or may not still be hanging out, appreciate you being here. Hope you had a good time. I will be back on with more of this tomorrow. Between 2 to 3 Central Time. I've got chores to do and errands to run. So I'm not sure exactly when I'll be back, but I'm going to hope to be live between 2 to 3 tomorrow. Central Time. I don't know what time that is for anyone else. It's Chicago time. Figure it out. But for now, did you end recording? I never started recording because I forgot to restart it once after one of the OBS issues. So now I'm going to have to go deal with that. And now my sound alerts are broken too. Oh my God. All right. I'll figure out what's wrong with OBS. And you'll get that sound alert if you pop in tomorrow. Next time you pop in, remind me to play Baby Shark for you manually. But for now, I'm going to go get food. Appreciate y'all hanging out. I will see anyone who feels like popping in tomorrow. Bye.